Look, whenever we speak with e-commerce store owners, brand managers, marketing managers, the question of how do we grow our sales through social media, especially for B2C brands, it comes up invariably. Now, there's a more advanced question that also surfaces quite often, and that is, how do we increase brand loyalty and continually increase customer lifetime value through social media? I think as of the time of this recording, and I'm recording this at the end of 2020, it's still not very practical to connect dollar increases in sales to an occasional like and follow on social media. However, what we do know is that there are certain ways to lose that loyalty through social media and also to gain additional loyalty, although you may not be able to measure that impact for some time to come. But rest assured, we know that the more likes and follows, the more engagement you're going to see on your social media channels, the more sales you're going to end up with sometime in the future. Now, here's one way that we see brands do lose some of that customer loyalty, and that is if you have a page on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, if you just have those accounts, customers are expecting to communicate with you via those accounts. So if they reach out to you via Facebook Messenger or through DM on Instagram, they expect you to respond and respond almost immediately. If you don't do that, that's bad customer experience. It's not unlike somebody calling a store, like a physical store, to ask a question and nobody answering the phone. You gotta make sure that you have someone who are answering those messages, no matter how infrequent they are. Right? You may be getting just a couple of messages per month, but still the cost of losing that customer could be huge. So you got to make sure that you're actually answering every single one of those. Now, second point, if you are selling through social, if you're selling through Facebook or Instagram, you got to make sure to use this advanced trick that's like really simple, but as of the time of this recording, most e-commerce brands don't do it. Here's what it is. After you made the sale and you know that you're delivering that product within the next 48, 72, 96 hours, whatever it may be, make sure to follow up that sale with a message to the buyer and to your customer and asking them, how was your experience? Did you like the product? Did you get it on time? Is there anything that we could have done differently or better? Some of those customers are going to respond and give you ideas how to improve your business. Most of those customers will at least appreciate the question. Once again, it builds that tighter connection that creates brand loyalty. So make sure that you follow up with them with these incredibly simple questions. Next, people love being influencers. How can your customers become influencers through social media? Well, the best way is to ask them to become influencers. And the best way for them to become influencers is for you to ask them to create what's called user-generated content, or UGC. Ask them to take pictures of them using your products. Ask them to take videos of them using your product. Those testimonials are invaluable to you and they make them feel good because you asked them for a favor. And people like to perform simple favors. Now, to step it up to another level, what you do is you repost that content and you tag them and you thank them in your post. That's huge. Most people will feel so appreciated that you've taken the time to post their content on your social media channel and you tag them, which is absolutely phenomenal. If they don't want you to tag them, then they write you a message and say, hey, remove the tag, just remove it. But most people are super vain. We all are, most of us are, right? We all want to be influencers. And by the way, speaking of influencers, to build up more loyalty, more connection between you and your customers, use their influencers in your marketing. As in, whoever they may be following, for example, if you're selling athletic stuff, grab a few of those influencers in that space and have them create content for you. It will once again deepen the connection between you and your customers. Why? Because influencers are more likely than not to create valuable content for your audience, for your customers. And when they do that and they see a familiar space speaking on behalf of your company, that creates an amazing connection. Once again, tilts them toward buying more stuff from you rather than your competition. Just remember that social media is just that. It's social, it's very human, right? Influencers influence decisions. Now, one of the final points is, and this is done so rarely, but I've seen it done so effectively by those who do this, people love free stuff, no matter how little, how insignificant it is. With every sale that you make, include a trinket, something that could cost you 50 cents or $1 with every single sale that you make. Why? because it's undeserved and unexpected, and it just feels good to get something for nothing. It once again builds up that customer loyalty that you want to build up. And when you're asking your customers to create user-generated content for you, if you send them something free of charge, they're more likely than not to give it to you, to create that content and send it to you. Just give them good instructions on how to exactly create it and how to send it to them. You do all of this in combination, you're going to build up some massive customer loyalty on social media. If you do just one or two things, it's better than doing nothing. But remember that just like a complex workout, when you're working out in all of your muscle groups and you become overall stronger, it's the same thing with social media. Doing it all in combination makes you that much more powerful on social media. It grows your reach and it increases the depth of your reach so much, and that it will ultimately drive a lot of new sales for you. Thanks for watching. By the way, if you have any questions about this or any other topics on which we speak about, do reach out to us. We'll be happy to answer any of your questions. And if you do not have the internal resources to execute on all of this, once again, reach out to us and we will help you by doing the work for you so that you could actually do what it is that you really want to do, which is sell, sell, sell. Thanks for watching.